Is it finally time to exit California and move to Texas? Well, San Antonio's got your name on it. Hi, I'm Christine Johnson with Fathom Realty. Welcome to another episode of Serving San Antonio, where we talk about everything there is to know about living here in San Antonio. The first thing we're going to talk about is the real estate and what you get for your money. Because let's face it, that's probably the one thing that's making you want to move. Trust me, you're not the only one wanting to move from California to San Antonio. There's a lot of you. The cost of living is amazing, the economy is booming, the schools are great, and there's tons of stuff to do on top of it. So we're gonna start off talking about the cost of housing, because it's more than likely gonna be a lot less than you're used to. And if you're coming from one of the bigger areas like LA, San Diego, or the Bay Area, you're gonna be really excited about what I'm gonna tell you. You see, the average 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house costs roughly $250,000 on average. And that's gonna be roughly between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. And in California, you can buy, a closet for that? And one of the unique things about San Antonio is that the closer you get to downtown, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna get more expensive. So for example, when I moved here from Maryland, I realized there's a lot of different pockets here in San Antonio. So everything is really spread out. There's not just one area that's super expensive and then the rest are a little bit cheaper. It really just depends on where you decide to live. For example, there's a suburb here called the Dominion where all the celebrities live. And you can easily spend a couple $1 million there. And then there's a lot of other areas near the Dominion where you could just get a huge bang for your buck. So it just really depends on where you want to live. So one of the things I recommend is getting familiar with the area first. And one way to do that is to contact me and I can set you up on a search and we can kind of get a feel for what you're looking for. Now, if you're not looking to buy anything yet and you want to rent something, a good rule of thumb is to think that you're going to be spending on the low end $1,300 and on the high end about $2,100 for about the same type of property, but it just depends on where you want to live. So now that you've got an idea of the real estate, let's talk about something else that people moving here from California really love: the traffic. People from California are the only people I've ever heard say they love our traffic. And the reason they say that is because the traffic here really isn't that bad. Well, that leads me to my next topic. If you love driving a lot or you have to drive a lot for work, the next reason people really like living here is our price of gas. As of right now, while I'm filming this video, the price of gas here is $2.16. I mean, how much would that save you a year in gas? But the real reason people are moving here from California is the state income tax. The state income tax here in Texas is zero. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. So now that you've got an idea about some of the costs, let's talk about some of the lifestyle adjustments you're gonna have to get used to if you move here. Depending on where you're coming from in California, the weather's gonna be pretty similar. But if you're coming from the northern part, you're gonna have to start getting used to the weather being pretty warm year-round. Another thing you're gonna have to get used to is not seeing palm trees every day. If you're used to living and seeing the more beautiful parts of California, you're not gonna see as many palm trees. You're gonna more see oak trees or no trees. Another thing you're gonna have to get used to when you live here is that you don't have access to the coast as quickly as you do back in California. You're not necessarily 30 minutes away, you're gonna be more about 2 to 3 hours away. Our main water source here in San Antonio are lakes and rivers. So you're not gonna get that salt water, you're gonna get more of that fresh water. So if you haven't floated the river, you might as well give it a try. And one more thing you're gonna have to get used to when you move here is that you're going to eat a lot of Mexican food. A lot of Mexican food, and particularly breakfast tacos. And if you're not sure what a breakfast taco is, let's just put it this way. It's like an egg burrito. Well, I hope this video gave you some good information on what it's like to live here in San Antonio if you choose to move from California. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me at my information listed somewhere on this video. You can call me, text me, message me, whatever you prefer, and I'll get back to you right away. And if you like the information I've provided, please make sure to check out my other videos and hit the subscribe button above and then that little like button. Thanks for watching another episode of Serving San Antonio. I'm Christine Johnson with Fathom Realty.